Hello, everyone. Welcome to Slowest in Your Face. Today, we're going to be talking about Between, Season 1, Episode 1, called School's Out. This show is about a town that's quarantined because it seems like everyone above the age of 21 happens to die spontaneously. There were a few scientists and stuff that tried to figure it out, but it seemed like the government's just like, people are dying way too rapidly. We don't want this to spread, so they like contain it now. And I was watching it, the first scene, whatever. I'm like, wow, kind of reminds, not the first scene, but after the whole grabby scene, and they're in the school when the teen is pregnant. I'm like, wow, this reminds me of Degrassi. Tell me how the next scene is somebody from Degrassi. I'm like, hey, Jake, aka Justin. What up? Justin. And then later on, there's Adam, aka Jordy. I'm like, wow. Okay, so, and then I'm like, oh, okay, so this, because everyone's speaking English, so I just assumed it was American. I'm like, I don't know what Pretty Lake is. I'm like, it don't need to necessarily be a real place, but then I figured out it's in Canada. Or at least I think it's in Canada. But nobody has an accent, so I just assume it's Canada. And there's Canadian people. They really shut down the city, so people just start dying. Everyone spontaneously, you just having a conversation with them, and you turn over, they're dead. So we get on, and then once 300 people died, that's when, or was it 2,000? I think when 2,000 people died, that's when the government put up a border, and then people were like, you can't come in, you can't go out. It is what it is. You guys need to die off or something, And the only thing is, geez, government, can you do something though? I ain't even gonna try. That's the most. I mean, I get it. Maybe they don't understand what's happening. Fine, but you're not gonna try to find out what is that. You're just gonna be like, oh, well, it's over. And the only thing is, I don't think this would be able to happen in the real world, on the sense of those people inside the town have to have connections to people outside the town. And I don't think if word got around that, not in this day and age with texting and, so much communication and blogs and social media, if somebody, little stories get put out big. So I think this would be a big story. Especially as arrogant as we are in America, we would probably be like, oh no, you can't do that, And the show is really beautifully done. All right, cinematography is on point. It's not artistic, not like a Hannibal, but it is really done well, high quality. I know I don't usually comment on the quality, but it's just I felt like this is like an MTV show, because it's kind of a mix of the 100. It has a CW feel, MTV feel, especially since all the old people are gonna die. So we start with, we have this hacker kid who knows how to hack, and he hacked the government, and he figured out, where the officers are. It didn't work out in the end, but he did plan that to escape, to try and see. Or I don't know what he was gonna do when he escaped. I guess he's just gonna live his life, whatever. And I don't know anyone's name yet, so bear with me, people. So yeah. But his plan failed at the end. His voice is a little annoying, I'm not gonna lie. And Jake's father. Now I know you're gonna get mad at me for calling him Jake, because I don't know what his name is on the show yet. But Jake's father, the rich white man, he is so corny. Really? Oh, you're gonna make them? It's just like, get out. When is he gonna die? When is he gonna die? And now Wiley, she's the pregnant teen. She had her baby. We all thought she was gonna die because she was bleeding, whatever. I kind of want to know: is this gonna be like a Children of Men type thing? I believe wasn't Children of Men when? Oh no! Wait, Children of Men was when young people couldn't get old, right? They kept dying before. I think that may be what Children of Men. But is it gonna be something like the reverse of that, where it's like, oh, all the old people die, but you gotta find a cure? I just want to know: are they gonna go scientific with it, or are they gonna go, like the strain, like they went? It was of course it was, but it was fiction, but it was science fiction too, but it had its fantasy with it, and that's what I want to know. Is this show gonna do? Are they gonna do fantasy, or is it gonna be like survival of the fittest, Walking Dead style? Not style of show, but style of plot, basically. Like, is that where we're gonna go? And so Wiley had a baby. I don't think she can still give it up. And then I also feel like, is the money even worth it now? The money she got for trying to give up the baby, because like you can't really use it. I mean, I guess you can still use it, but if everybody dying, 2,000 people had already died, and the town's only 8,000. Like, what's that? 1/4 of the population. So, so what's gonna happen? I don't. Who else we got to talk about? We got to talk about the two kids that stole a car. I don't know how I feel. I feel like we don't actually know everything about the disease, and everyone's like, "Well, we're gonna die anyway because everyone else died." And it's just like, can we have a town meeting and figure out what we're gonna do? How we're gonna? Now that would be good too. But I don't know if it's gonna get that deep. If it's like the town comes together and they start like a war with the people around them, or like the government officials, whatever. That would be good. But all of them gonna die. So I don't know. I don't know exactly how the story's gonna go, but I like it, and I like seeing the Degrassi people on something new. Let me tell you, Jordy, because Jordy played transgender on Degrassi, so she was in drag most of the time. And I'm like, she looks so familiar, but I could not place it because the hair was throwing me off. Because the hair and the piercing I'm like, who is this? Why do I know her so well? And I'm like, and then I kept thinking, I'm like, oh, that's weird. Because Jordy does have that Amanda Bynes-ish face, and I was like, is that where I'm going? Is that where? I'm like, no, that's not where I'm going. And the piercing didn't help, even though, all right. But I'm liking the show. I'm gonna keep watching. I'm gonna keep reviewing. This is Netflix, but I guess this is Netflix weekly, which I think is odd. I hope they don't start doing that now. But maybe it's just a trial basis, and they're trying to figure out, well, how many people stream it before, doing whole seasons and stuff. So we'll see. I hope this is better than The Strain, because I hated The Strain. I hated it. It was a strain. It was a mess to watch that. It was a mess.